back. And we know your crew ain't stacked. Man, don't run up, this is facts. Only top by hits and plaques, yeah, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one that trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make right this. Now I need to decide, cause I'm intrigued by your vibe. I seen a dream in your eyes, you might not even be mine. Came on the scene with your prize, I'm who you need and that's fine. Like who you leaving inside, for you I'm legally blind. Yeah, but only for the night, but that's okay though. We fell in love the first day though. You flew me out to Barbados, can't post you, we gotta lay they together, but you my babe though. I do whatever you say though, tryna pop out, I'm like, ayo. We can't do that, gotta slide on the low. When we slide to the stove, locking eyes at the door, cause you ain't messing with no amateur and I ain't tryna handle you. But when I'm walking out, I'm always checking for the camera. Cause paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one that trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make this.
I'm back going hard again, I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing, I go hard as I can go to win. I'm back going hard again, I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing, I go hard as I can go to win. You talking to again, you breaking the code again. I'm on the road again, we snacking this with them again. This new tricks, you can fold it in. I know they be hating, I still pose. They we on they block like we posted. Been with me on my road to rich. We didn't oversold the load again. Too many plays, been up for too many days. Boy, you got ways. I get the I'ma pay, they gon' where you stay. I had to run up them bands when I got out the can't go back, I got too many K's. And he acting bad on the ground, but we know it's gonna happen. It happen in every occasion. Somebody, I be telling my youngest to chill. Check the stats, I do numbers for real. And this ain't no cap, I get money for real. That little boy ain't run up no commas for real. Don't play with baby, I go million for million. I made it out, but yet I'm still in the field. 500 racks in my ears. 10 carat diamonds spit in my earlobe. Superhero baby saving the ghetto. If I'm not the man, I'm the man in the middle. How about a coat, my hand on my... He just a fan and he mad, I don't feel him. I know they know that I ran with him. You know I still run with them guys. It's a waste of my time. I want somebody's. I risk it out, put my on the line. I came from the back of the line. We had it cracking since back when the one was alive. You can go ask him my line. I wish Lil Wu would've never went through with his move, but I'm glad that he threw with his dime. Yeah, I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing, I go hard as I can go to win. I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing, I go hard as I can go to win. He tryna diss me, that ain't gon' get to me. I can't give my energy. He said that when I see him, then he'll see. No, they mad cause they can't take a seat with me. Got the best of the best in the with me. Hands down, can't nobody compete with me. How you feel like me, young, I'm a cash cow. I got 10 million cash for my last album. I'm just waiting on brother on the max out. Every show that I get, it be packed out. 5K for your team, you got ripped off. Spend 100,000 on mine. Crack a smile just to show the diamonds. From the corner to another continent. Got a baby daddy, I don't want it. Need a Nike deal, how I'm running. He can't come to the A, he on punishment. Catch that boy out of place, we gon' him. Take his chain and his watch on some funny. Brody ready to crash on some dummy. Gotta me for free, ain't no money, bitch. I been on some lady. I been off a jet with some. We had 20 vibes out in Vegas. I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing, I go hard as I can go to win. I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my...
Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on to. What a throwdown! And I like seeing McGrady rise up for the dunk. Has amazing leaping ability and good reach, too. He makes it look easy.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Ivy outside. Mobley right side. Outside Holiday. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Here's O'Neal. Thompson with a steal. He got a piece of it.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
Siakam, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Mobley on a screen. Inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Boy, that basketball IQ you see from Holiday, understated but consistent, so valuable, especially in these pick and roll sets where he just cuts up defenses.
Siakam the screen. Down low. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Boy, an immovable, unstoppable force around the rim. You don't want to be on the receiving end of a Shaq attack.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Throws it up high. The layup misses.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Now a timeout called by Denver. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
ABA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Left side, Holiday. Clock at 6. From outside, off the mark. Nuggets trail by 4. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. O'Neal. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Fouls are going to come Shaquille O'Neal's way for many reasons, not the least of which is his incredible physicality.
That one misses. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Now a timeout called by Denver. The Nuggets trail. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Risacher. To the inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Nice pass by Risacher. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
Thompson goes in. And the slam. By Thompson.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Now a timeout called by Denver. A 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Murray. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Do not test Evan Mobley, a top-level shot blocker.
Here's Thompson. That one doesn't drop. Siakam with the defensive effort. Outside Murray. To the paint. Kicks it out to Siakam. A little mid-range shot is up. And that's good for 2.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McGrady. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
To the middle. Here's Williams. The shake. And the layup is up and in.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Thompson. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Houston up by 3.
15.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Oh, nice shot by Ivy. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Pass to O'Neal. And the layup is good off the glass. O'Neal's got 8 points.
He's as dominant as any big that's ever played the game. Shaq is a problem in all capital letters and exclamation points.
Back to Ivy. Mobley on a screen. 5 on the clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. All right, the Rockets making a switch here.
Substitution. Number 28.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Murray with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Bane. To the inside. Here's O'Neal. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Yeah, I love the unselfishness from Bane. Very willing to give the ball up.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Houston in the lead. Now Holiday. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. It's tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's McGrady. Just 5 on the clock. And he dunks it down.
The ball handling of T-Mac, really impressive. Watching him play, this guy is a thing of beauty. Puts a lot of time into his ball handling. You can tell.
Here's O'Neal. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 4. Into the lane. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo! What a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Ali. Now a timeout called by Denver. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question. And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Payne. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
1:27 left in the first half of this one. Pass to Sengun. And Sengun throw it down.
Sengun finishing with authority. There you go, big fella. Make them feel you.
Siakam outside. Back to Dunn. Now here's Payne. Now here's O'Neal. Ivy defends. Can they get it? And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Houston leading by 9. Now here's Sengun. Over to the wing. Pass to Ivy. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Outside O'Neal. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his second personal foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
You know, Shaq is a nightly double-double threat and a behemoth in the paint. Really a powerful, powerful force.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, in the case of Jrue Holiday, having 2 brothers in the league, I think probably is added motivation for him to excel. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
Sengun with a steal. And here's Ivy from the arc. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Here's O'Neal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. O'Neal's got 16 points.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 11-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Sengun with a steal. To the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Inside. Here's O'Neal. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Boy, they keep feeding Shaq, and he keeps scoring. What you say?
My goodness.
Come on now.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Here's McGrady. 12 points for him. Mobley on a screen. 6 to shoot. Holiday with the ball. Checked by Murray. Out to Thompson. The three. Goes back up. Back to Holiday. Thompson outside. With the clock winding down. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's on Desmond Bane.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Kicks it out to Bane. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Bane's got 6.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Houston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. He's off on the first. Good on the second one. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
And we're going to have a jump ball. Outside O'Neal. They double him with Mobley. Williams from long range. And the call over the back.
Well, you always want to play aggressive on the boards, but he was a little too aggressive that time.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and going to be called every time.
Yeah, Mobley better get used to getting to the line, especially with his style of play.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Pass to Williams. Fires the three, and again it's Denver missing. Houston leading by 15. Now Mobley. Here's McGrady. 12 points for him. With the fadeaway. Williams grabs the board. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Williams with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. And Williams punches it home.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Outside Holiday. Mobley outside. Pass to McGrady. Takes the three. Pure from 3-point range. McGrady's got 15 points.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Murray's shot is good.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Hield. From downtown, they grab their own miss. Launches it. Drills it from deep. Hield's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
Williams on the wing.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
54 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. The Rockets lead by 17. Pass to Ivy. Back to Hield. And here's Ivy. Dunn outside. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. And the Rockets lead by 19. Shot and game clock separated by 5. White for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Up top, Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Good decision making by Hield, giving it up when somebody else was freer and in better position.
Pass to White. Outside, Williams. Up and over Dunn to end the run.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And so it's Houston sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the chart. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Houston leading by 21. Ivy outside. There's the triple. Nope, 4 for 7 now. Williams with it. And it's Hield picking him up. Sengun with a steal. And here's Ivy from the arc. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Sengun, no good.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
That shot is good by O'Neal.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Back to Ivy. Here he goes for 3. Sengun, no good. Nuggets trail by 20. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his first foul. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin.
Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
First team foul.
That's good from Holiday.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Here's McGrady. Mobley outside. Down low. Stolen by Siakam. In transition, here they come. Here's O'Neal. And that one drops. O'Neal's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And stolen by Williams. Siakam for 3. Mobley grabs the board.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Back to Holiday.
2 minutes.
Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smart, and Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Rockets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And when you see a team 4 times over the course of a season, you really get to know them. I'm sure they're happy to snatch that first game of the year against the Nuggets.
Pass to Mobley. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the 4th. And here's Holiday. Here's McGrady. He's covered by Siakam. Clock is at 3. And here's Ivy from the arc. He can't get it to go. Outside O'Neal. They double him with Mobley. Pass to Rizachet. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and Mobley with the block. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was...
Canadian goose. I know you lose them, how you get them. I won't take it. Yeah, I told them I make money, money don't make. Change my life or being me, so why would I fake? They try to take my flow, don't with no plagiarists. We could solve it if that's the problem. I was getting guala, I that's a problem. I was rocking babes when I seen y'all rocking times. When you feel like this, no, you wouldn't even change your flaws. Took my time to get this shine, but I still skipped the line. I realized the still on my mind. I guess the divine. And yeah, I could do this myself. That's dead or alive. And yeah, you can care about just yourself if you picking sides. Thinking that they gang, they not even squad. Yeah, I told them if you getting played, then you play the part. Really, I know I can't change my ways. You know who we are. Talking crazy, now he in the sky. Told him pick it.
Get the out my way. 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 Move. Get out the way. If you plan on heavy stepping, girl, you better start shape. Peter Piper. Call me Mrs. Parlay. And I'm carrying these. Why you say I do that when I didn't do that? Pull up looking like a lick, then I sped off in the Benz. Victoria's Secret, she a 2 feet kicking. We on just do it. Get the out my way. 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 Get the whip my Bentley truck. Keep starting. Make a dap and duck. Make a dap and duck. Line these up and make them do the do-si-do. I got the two-tone. I feel like Thanos in this. I'm too. I be like, then I'm gone. I be like, then I'm gone. Then the drone. Leave me alone. I be on these minds in they head just like a comb. I'm too grown. I'm too on. I'm too rich and I'm too. What the is you on? Get the out my home. Get the out my way. 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 Move, Graham, I go ham, swap me up a man talking on Instagram. See me and start to settle in. Let my fashion Timberlands. Let my easy breezy city with the yellow polka top. Wanna pay me, you can pay me. Give me the heebie-jeebies. Give me the. You know what to do when you see me. Seriously. Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way. Get the out my way.
We're live, the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Taking a look at Denver.
And this has been a problematic matchup for them this season. They've come up empty in each of their two previous encounters. They'll need to find some answers here tonight.
Yeah, let's just say it's time to switch up the game plan, maybe. They can't use the same approach they did in the first two games. If they do, they will end up 0-3 just like the first two.
Here's McGrady, and it's off from three-point range. Here's Denver now. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
From deep, the shot by Ivy, no good. Williams for three. Thompson with the rebound. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. McGrady, right side. Outside Holiday. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
Part of what makes Drew so valuable, he's a guard who can score without the ball.
Inside. Shaq's shot is good. Shaq's got his third basket of the night right there.
Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Ivy. Shot clock at 6. Thompson outside. No good that time. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Quick start for the Nuggets in this one. Shaq with the screen. To the inside. Stolen by Thompson. Mobley outside. Siakam pulls it in.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
The shot's good from Shaq.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A slow start here for Houston in this one. 6-point game. Pass to Ivy. And stolen by Williams. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
Energy and activity. That's what Murray provides this team.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now here's Shaq. Following the shot by Tracy McGrady. Pass to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Shaq. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. It's trailed by 8. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach, Ime Udoka. When it comes to Jamal Murray, coach said it's crucial to make sure his defense doesn't slack off on him. He said Murray is a microwave scorer. He can get hot in a real hurry. Our guys know they have to talk with one another out there and help each other out. Communication is key. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
And sometimes the D has no choice but to foul O'Neal. He's that dominant. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Now, here is McGrady. Still yet to score. 1:06 left to play in the first. And the 3 ball is good.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Murray left side. Back to Williams. Pass to Rizachet. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Murray, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And Siakam has got the ball here for Denver. They lead by 4. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's McGrady. A 3-pointer is right on target. McGrady's got 6 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wembys. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall...
Oh, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
Outside Williams. Williams can't hit. The Rockets trail. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he ducks the basketball.
Murray outside. A kick out to Bain. Denver passing it around. It's up a three. Kept alive. Back to Siakam. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Holiday. Pass to McGrady. To the middle. Mobley misses. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys. Rockets trailed by 4. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Şengün with a wide open look. And he's good on the 3-ball. Şengün's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's O'Neal. Goes back up. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Şengün. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now Hield. Nothing on the board. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Murray surveying the D. Fires away from outside. Here's O'Neal. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. O'Neal's got 4 this quarter.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Shaq. And stolen by Şengün. The kick out to Holiday. There's the triple. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Holiday's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Drew making the game look easy with that 3.
Murray, good. Murray's got 6.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Şengün. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Hield outside. Back to McGrady. Hield outside. 5 to shoot. McGrady with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. It's a close game here in Houston. To the paint. Denver calls timeout. Shaq, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
And stolen by Siakam. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Now, here's Dunn. Still scoreless. Pass to Williams. And stolen by Şengün. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Nuggets on top, leading by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ivy with it. Pass to Hield. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Love the response there from Hield, matching threes.
Done outside. On the wing, Williams. Vanderbilt with the steal. Houston shooting their first free throw of the game.
First team foul.
Guys like Buddy Hield, knockdown shooters, they are in high demand around the league.
Desmond Bane.
Rockets trailed by 5. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Back to Ivy. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Floats one. No good there.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Dunn looking over the floor. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. The drive by Thompson. Ivy on the wing. Hield outside. Pass to Ivy. He is looking for Mobley and finds him. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 5. Here's Bane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jaden Ivey.
Really knocks it down from the line. Bane almost automatic.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And they trust Murray to get the ball where it needs to go.
Mobley is screened. Here's Ivy. And a miss there on the triple. Denver with the ball. Deep two from Murray. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
On the wing, Heel. O'Neal with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 5. Here's Siakam. Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. The Nuggets making a switch here. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Pass to Şengün. McGrady outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. Connects from three-point range. Holiday's got 8 points.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Siakam.
Sensational swat from Mobley. I love how hard he goes on the defensive end.
Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Pass to McGrady. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Screen by O'Neal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. O'Neal's got 19 points.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
Here's McGrady. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Here's Bane. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets lead by 1. And right after the... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Williams with the ball for Denver. It's a one-point game. Down low. Here's O'Neal. The second effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Gotta stay on your feet if you're on D. Once Shaq has you in the air, forget about it.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Holiday looking for an opening. McGrady left side. Pass to Şengün. 6 to shoot. Here's Holiday over Williams. Hits the outside fadeaway. Holiday's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
To the middle. Here's Murray. Pass to Rizachet. And again, Denver no good. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He has decided it's the right time to talk. now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
Murray, good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Murray. Shot by McGrady, no good. And here's Denver. Reza Shea wide open. Offline with his three. McGrady right side. Tipped away. Taken away by Williams. On up the court. Pass to Shaq. 4 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for Siakam. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Siakam's got his first 3 points of the game. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Denver.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here is McGrady. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, McGrady is just going off right now. He's enjoying himself and going after buckets with reckless abandon.
Pass to Bane. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. Murray outside. 5 on the clock. Oh, the jam by O'Neal!
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Ivy. Nailed from three-point land. Ivy's got it all tied up now for Houston.
Big-time buckets is what everyone wants to see from Ivy. He has to attack without hesitation in those situations.
Takes it out to Siakam. And again, Denver with the triple.
Massive boot there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Pass to Ivy. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 9 points for Jaden Ivey.
Man, they really needed that from Ivy. How about that basket?
Timeout called, Nuggets. Bane looking around. Lets it go with the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Pass to Ivy. Outside Holiday. The three ball. Fires from deep. Got it. A tremendous three to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
A kick out to Bane. O'Neal with the steal. Yes!
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
And stolen by Dunn. It's good. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
There is no noise in the stands right now.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Double team on Holiday. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
In for the Nuggets, number 27.
Right side, Williams. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Evan Mobley. First personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Williams at the line.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'll pretty much do it.
Trifecta! And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. Timeout called the Rockets. 1 second left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Here's McGrady. And the miss. So we see Denver get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
DJ, bomb them, never stop. I'm on the go. I know, you know. God know, I'm on the go. But bad man, I try to stop me though. I know, I'm on the go. Can't tell me what coming up the show. I'm so special, so special. That's why boy, I bring it together, they want chase like petal. Thank Jah. I'm so special, so special. Tell them me no fear, too fierce expression. Guy, for no dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell. Me hear them shot, and I say them want me head pan black but do it bread pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed pan black. They say see a dirty heart, you are good. From that seat, now them a say me mark and each time what them say me walk.